Hi guys and welcome to Vlogmas day 7. Literally came in from work. Guess what? We finished late again. So I'm literally quick. Oh my god, no. I'm gonna need to quickly grab my laptop. I need to, oh my god, finish uploading my reaction video. And whilst that's uploading, it's on like 60%, but I just stopped last night, otherwise I would have not got to sleep till really late. And then whilst that's uploading, I'm going to edit yesterday's Vlogmas. Oh, I need to upload that whilst I'm eating my lunch. I'm not going to get changed yet. I'm going to wait until like and hopefully this reaction uploads first time, because if it gets like blocked then it's going to take me forever to like redo it, and I'm not here for that. I'm so tired, I'm so hungry, and yeah, my mouth still hurts. That's my video, my reactions, like all uploaded now. I just need to do the thumbnail. But this is what's happening with Pit Monkey. It won't even freaking load. What am I meant to do about that? Like, what am I meant to do? It won't even freaking load. Like, what? And then this is my Vlogmas that's going up. 15 minutes left. But also, Safari. How am I meant to do thumbnails if the freaking website won't even freaking load? Like, what is life? So update, both of my videos have gone up. My reaction went up, my vlog went up, and it's 5 to 5. So I've got a few hours just to now catch up on my shows before football starts, which I'm kind of nervous about, but I'm kind of also excited about. Also, my also still hurts, so I think before I catch up, it's time for some salt. It's got to be done. So yeah, so I've literally got my OD on. I was like, I'm cold, so I'm gonna put this on. We're also gonna be having for oh my god. Okay, let me try that again. We're gonna be having fajitas for dinner, so I'm looking forward to that. That should be sometime soon. But yeah, I don't know, I'm probably gonna watch Sundays because there's a lot happening, and you know, there's storylines happening right now. I'm like here for it. I've got a little bit of time, so that's what I'm going to do, and it will distract me, so I won't be thinking about football too much. But yeah, I'm super excited for the game though. Spurs win this, we'll be on the same points as Man City. We'll be like outside the top 4 still, but only by a goal difference. So it could all change. But yeah, time to put some salt on my ulcer. What?
That died the song for a while.
I don't know that.
Huh?
Yeah, so we got this.
Ew.
Frappuccino.
Ew!
Cream mozzarella.
My mate said mum died.
And I was disappointed because mum's got 2 Peters, but
Who are you talking to?
we're fine. Now we've got, I've just got this. I look forward to that, but
wait, I like to move it. 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 I like to. No, wait, no, let's do it again.
What?
Right. I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it.
I'm not going. You and
It's
your
my
brother are both
birthday!
sitting over there,
Free
pushing on yourselves,
birthday!
Punching yourselves over there. I'll send an email
I like
to
to
democracy.
move it.
You have no votes
I like
and
to
no say.
move it.
Shh.
I like to
Now hold
move
still before
it.
Grace gets your own.
Woo! I like to
All
move
done.
it. I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to.
so guys, currently watching everything that's Newcastle whilst I'm waiting for the Tottenham game to come on. We have like half an hour or so. I'm getting a bit more nervous now just because it's super close, but I'm actually also very excited for the game as well. Yeah, I need to close these curtains, get myself set. My laptop's all charged, I've got everything sorted, and we're all good. But yeah, I'm gonna watch this. I'm hoping for like an Everton win because, yeah, my hair's a bit messy, let's be real here, and I probably should have washed it earlier, but I feel like that's the job for tomorrow. So we're about like 5 minutes away from kickoff, and I'm really nervous, to be honest. My nerves are starting to kick in, really starting to kick in right now. So I'm about to get ready for my live. I might vlog again when it's half time. Keep you guys updated, even though technically you'd probably already know because this vlog's going up tomorrow. But it is what it is. I'm going to call his door too. The Everton Newcastle game is still 0-0. I just have to turn it off so I can get the Tottenham game on. But come on, you Spurs. Guys, so the game's finished and Spurs lost 2-1 to freaking West Ham. After we took the lead in the first half, we didn't take our chances that we had in the first half, so to be expected. But it's the 5th game, we've dropped points in, but we're taking the lead in each of those games. Second half, I don't know what happened. Let's be honest, West Ham's first goal, we're lucky. It took into the deflection of 2 Tottenham players and then landed on the field by a win. Like, can't do anything about that. The second goal though, inexcusable. Like, there's no reason as to why that should be happening. The back part, like, what? I'm just pissed off. Like, I'm still like, obviously Angie, like, I still think Angie's right manager, but it's just, we need to get out of this rut. And I thought, you know, getting a draw against Man City, that would be the start of it, and then we could get a win here. But we just lacking goals. We're lacking intensity in that second half. We're lacking so many things, and defensive errors are costing us. It's lucky that Newcastle lost, because otherwise we could have been further down the table, but we stay 5th, 27 points, and we lose another game. We haven't won a game in 5 games, and it's no surprise with the injuries that we have that our form has sort of, results haven't really gone our way. Now, I'd say the first half we should have scored more goals, because you knew just like 1 goal would be enough. And then also the second half was just not great. I don't know what happened at half time in between then and the second half for us to be that bad, but I'm gonna be ending my vlog here. I'm just pissed off, honestly. Like, I just don't want to see us play until we get Madison back, we get Van der Ven back, we get Bentacle back. Like, I don't want to see us play, because can we go back to the start of the season when we were on that beaten run and we were like playing really well and like we had no injuries? Well, not many injuries, and no injuries to key players, because I need that. Got a headache, and yeah, I don't know whether to go straight to sleep or not, because I need to edit this vlog, but like I'm in a bad mood, and like, do I just go to sleep? I don't know. But then as soon as I go to sleep, it's not gonna go up for work, and I just know we're gonna finish late again. It's gonna be busy. It's a Friday. Like, I'm gonna go have my calendar though, have some chocolate, and maybe that might give me a little bit boost. Probably not. And I'm just pissed off, and I'm not waiting to see the reaction. Like, I can't be asked. I'm gonna avoid socials, and yeah, I'll probably avoid socials for a while, apart from like YouTube and like stuff, because I need to still upload in there. But if you did enjoy this vlog, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. Didn't do much, to be honest. I need to but the one thing I got to do is my match review and like player ratings, and I'm just like, I don't know, like, what, I hate talking about losses though. It just puts me in a more bad mood. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so pissed off. And also because it's freaking West Ham. Like, obviously obviously I don't hate them as much like Arsenal, but like there's still some level of hate there. It's hard to be like rationalised with it and like not overreact too much, because it's like who it is, for one, how we lost it. That game we shouldn't be losing. We should have been at least 2 goals in front at half time, 2 or 3 to be exact, and it's just frustrating that we couldn't at least get a point out of it in the end. But I'll see you guys tomorrow with Vlogmas. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just pissed, and yeah. Hopefully tomorrow I'll feel a bit better. Actually, you know what? It takes me like a day or 2 to get over the loss, but at least we got a game coming up against Newcastle. But even then, I'm like, oh my god, like what? I don't know when the next one's gonna come, and that's a concern. I was pissed off, like, yes, I was pissed off last night. I was pissed off this morning. I was pissed off at work in general because we finished late again. I've literally been pissed off all day. Last night, right? It was a tale of 2 halves, right? First half was great. You know, we got that, we got that goal in like 11th minute. Pedro Porro with the corner. Brilliant cross. Brilliant header from Romero. And we dominated West Ham. We dominated them, okay? We dominated them. And not just like in that first half. We pretty much dominated for the whole game. The only reason we ended up losing that game was for their first goal, it was an unlucky deflection from Ben Davies and Romero, which just palmed its way to Bowen, who was, you know, whatever, scored. Okay, it's 1-1. The second goal was a horrible mistake from Adobe, and that's the reason why we lost. Like, it wasn't because West Ham, you know, were like this brilliant side, and like they really like, yes, in the second half they had more energy, yes, they were pressing us higher, and yes, they were like, you know, had a bit more fight about them. But the reason we lost was because we had defensive mistakes. We cost us that game, and like the first half, we should have scored more than 1 goal. We had plenty of chances to score more than 1 goal. And it's so frustrating, the fact that this is literally the same thing that's happened in every single game so far. Aston Villa, we dominated in the first half, should have scored more than 1 goal. We ended up losing. Wolves, we dominate the first half, we should have scored more goals. We ended up losing. Man City, we scored first, and then it's like Man City's like kind of like a different side, but like, see, Chelsea, we score first, we lose our heads. I don't understand. The last 5 games, Tottenham have scored first. And what have we got in those 5 games? 1 point. 1 point out of 5 games where we're taking the freaking lead, right? And yes, there was a good point against Man City. Let's be real here. That's a good point at the end. Like, yeah, no one expected us to get anything out of this game. But last night, let's just focus on last night. Let's just, you know, as much as I'm like, oh, I don't want to. The first half, West Ham could not get hold of that ball. West Ham could not get out there in half. We pinned them back. We should have taken our chances. We need to kill teams off when we have the chances, because you always know 1 goal is never going to be enough. They could like easily they could get a lucky deflection and they end up getting an equaliser. A stupid defensive error, they end up getting a second goal, and then they sit back, and then we've got to try and break them down with no creativity. Like, I don't know, we had no creativity in that second half. The second half, I don't know, we sort of came out like a bit lackluster. I don't know what happened between the end of the first half, half time, to the start of the second half, to why we weren't playing. There was like no intensity. We really lacked any, like, we weren't really creating much. Like, the way we dominated that first half, 1 goal, flattered West Ham. Let's be real. And I'm not being salty or anything. I'm just gonna be speaking facts here. West Ham weren't that good last night. They weren't. if we carried on how we were playing in the first half and actually took our like chances and like if we had like, you know, we would have won that game. Hands down, we would have won that game. Because West Ham didn't have to work for their goals. West Ham didn't do anything spectacular. And that's the most frustrating thing, is the fact that they didn't even have to play well to win. And I'm like, I guess we're playing good football. Like, yes, we are. But at some point, good football just isn't enough. Like, when you go 5 games without winning, 5 games you got 1 point, 5 games where you've scored the first goal, and then we've dropped the most points from winning position, and that's not a stat you want. That is not a stat that you'd want. Because if we're looking back, Chelsea, the way we started the game, we should have won. And if we didn't get those injuries, who knows? Like, I feel like it's not a coincidence that our results have faltered after we got those injury suspensions. Like, that's the losing cause for it. Take Madison out the team, take Van der Ven out the team, like, take Romero out the team, take Udogie out the team. Like, we're not going to be great. But I don't understand how we can go from how we played against Man City to how we played in that second half against West Ham. It doesn't make sense. I don't get it. You'd think the way we ended that first half, when we with so many chances we did got the second goal, you think would carry on like that. But for whatever reason, we didn't, and it probably was one of the worst second halves I've seen this season. And I feel like you could tell from Son's like post-match interview, the way, because we've never seen him like that before. Like, we've never seen him in that sort of angry, and like, obviously people had their comments saying like Son didn't play well. Like, yes, he didn't play great yesterday. Like, he wasn't really able to get in the game in the second half. To be fair, he didn't really have much service. And I feel like people probably commented before they actually watched what he said, because he was taking responsibility. He said that he's not acceptable, and like, he's taking responsibility for himself, and he's talking about the players in general. Like, everybody has got to take responsibility. But he was also like focusing on himself as well, because obviously he didn't have a great game. And obviously, he could be injured. We don't know yet. Hopefully, he's okay for Newcastle, because if Son's out for Newcastle, just there's no point playing that game. Like, I'm sorry, but there's no point playing that game, because yeah, we can't just. There's just no point. There's no point. There's no freaking point. And to be honest, I just got to mention this quickly. We're so lucky that Newcastle lost to Everton last night, because we're lucky we stayed 5th. Because they could have gone above us. And like, don't get me wrong, we realistically, we should be sitting on 30 points right now. We should be sitting on 30 points. We should be sitting on 30 points, the same as Man City. But no, we're still in 5th place with 27 points. I only got 1 point out of 5 games. Haven't won for 5 games, and it's just so annoying. And it's just so annoying. And it's just like these injuries, and it's like, and it's so like I just can't deal. And it's the way, like, how we were like not on a high, but we were like, you know, somewhat, I guess, content with like the point we got. Like, not that we like really like celebrate like because like we got a win, but to go from that to what we saw last night, I'm just like, yes, we're playing good football, but we need to start winning. And I've said this I've said this before. I honestly don't know where our next win's gonna come from. And hopefully it's coming this Sunday against Newcastle, because we need to win. Last night was a must win. Newcastle's a must win. And it's just, I can't. We need to win a game. We need to get that winning feeling back. This has become like a pattern. And this is not a pattern you want. Lose, draw, lose. Like, especially when we score the first goal, it's just the most frustrating thing. And I have been fuming all day. I was fuming last night. I struggled to sleep. I was like, oh my god, I just want to punch something. I didn't actually punch something because that would have been silly. But like, that's what I felt like. And sometimes I wish I didn't care as much as I do. Like, if I could care a little bit less, like obviously I love football and I love Tottenham, like that's still not going to change, but you know what I mean. Sometimes you just wish that you didn't care so much, so it wasn't like so it wasn't constantly on your mind, and like I had to work, and it's nothing worse. Didn't have to go to work next day after you just suffered a loss, because that's all. Like obviously I'm working, I'm thinking about what I'm doing, but I've still got that game in my head, and I can't get it out, and that's all I can think about. So that's why I was like, you know what, chuck it on this vlog, and then, you know, I honestly can't give you a man of the match who I thought was a really standout player last night, Tottenham side. Obviously Romero coming back in was really, really great, and he, like, I don't like him having his like 3 game suspension, and then 11 minutes into his first game back he scores a goal, like but yeah, I can't actually tell a lie. Porro, I thought Porro was really good yesterday, and it's just frustrating that he ended up losing side. I thought Vicario he made some great saves. Also the second goal, like, I don't know whether it's just me, but I swear Udogi's pass was a back pass, and then I feel like the commentators were telling him to pick it, like he should have picked it up or something. I'm like, but you can't pick up a backward pass, can you? So that's why backward pass. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. That's what I thought, that you can't, like the goalkeeper can't pick up the ball if it's a backward pass. And maybe he should have punched the ball, he should have kicked it. I don't know, but that was really the only error I feel like Vicario made. You know, he was pretty like his performance has been consistent, and he was definitely one of them. I thought Udogi, apart from that error, which was a massive error because it ended up being like leading towards the winning goal, I thought he played really well. Yeah, so if we're gonna go through the player ratings just quickly, Vicario for me, I'd give an 8. Romero for me, I'll give an 8. Davies a 7. Udogi a 6. It's just that error, it was either gonna be a 6 or a 7, but it's just because of that error. I'm just like, I'm gonna have to give it a 6. Porro 8. Højbjerg, the first half, don't get me wrong, was okay, like pretty. It's alright, you know, it wasn't brilliant, but he was decent. Second half. Do I even need to talk about the second half? Do I even need to mention the second half from Højbjerg? Because that was atrocious. 5. I thought Basuma, first half, he was pretty good. He was carrying the ball a lot and dribbling with the ball, and he was doing like his usual Basuma things that he was doing at the start of the season. 7. Second half, again, loads of players dropped off in the second half, so it's like, it's really difficult. But yeah, 7. I thought Kulusevski played quite well as well. I'll probably give him a 7. The south side wasn't as good as he has been in the last 2 games. You know, he could have got a goal. Probably a 6. He wasn't as creative as I would like. Like obviously this first half there was a lot of creativity going on, but the second half just wasn't it. Johnson, probably a 7. He couldn't really get into the game that much, and yeah, just a lot of like losing the ball and whatnot, and yeah, we just need a little bit more for him, but we could say that for a lot of the players, let's be real here. Son, I'll probably have to give a 5. He just couldn't really get into the game, and obviously it's also not entirely his fault because he didn't really have much service. But yeah, it was just really disappointing, especially against one of your like rivals like West Ham. Like, I hate them. Not as much as like Arsenal and like to Chelsea, but I hate them. They really piss me off. I'm just like, go away. And again, I have to laugh off the pain because otherwise if I don't laugh off the pain, then who knows what will come out. Obviously the subs, I feel like, for me, I felt like Ange made the subs a little bit too late. I personally would have maybe made a sub as soon as they equalised. I feel like Højbjerg for the most of that second half before I came off was just not it. So that for me, that was the only like down mark I give to Ange, was that the fact that I just felt like subs came a bit. And obviously it was like the 66th minute, like we had time to, you know, score. But yeah, I personally would have changed things after they equalised, because that was a terrible goal to concede. Especially the second one was probably worse, to be fair, but both were terrible. Yeah, Richarlison came on. I thought he played all right. Not, you know, nothing too major to talk about. Like he was decent. Just unfortunate that we couldn't get anything from the game. Who else came on? Skip. Yeah, he didn't really do anything of note to like deserve a start or whatnot. Pretty lackluster, and it's just unfortunate that a lot of like these appearances are like just come from when we're losing games, and it's like, oh, he hasn't done anything, and it's like he hasn't done anything anymore, and like he's not gonna do anything. But yeah, I probably wouldn't have taken Lo Celso off, especially looking for a goal, because Skip for Lo Celso doesn't really give you that creativity. Let's go Skip in the middle, but like it didn't really change much, which is really annoying me. It's just annoying. It's just annoying that we should have won last night and we didn't. And instead of like at least get like a point or something, we end up losing because we just can't kill games. We can't be ruthless. We can't kill the opponent when we have the chances. Like one goal's never enough, especially with like our makeshift defense. Like obviously Davies is better than like Romero, but like until we get Van de Ven back, that defense just isn't it. It's just annoying. Oh my god, I just want to win a game. Like, why is that so difficult? Like, Spurs, really, like, come on now. The way you played in that first half, you should have gone out there and scored more goals. You should have gone out there and won. You should have gone out there and showed the same quality you showed in that first half, just better by putting the ball into the back of the net. Now, don't get me wrong, Fabianski actually played quite well. But literally every shot we had was straight at him. So it doesn't look like he had to really do much. I mean, there were 2 or 3 good saves in there, but like still, my god, I'm getting so frustrated by talking about this. Oh my god, okay. And then Sarr came on. I'm not giving him a rating because he wasn't long enough. Lees came on. I'm not giving him a rating because he wasn't there long enough. Who was it? Yeah, Skip. Charleston. Sarr. Lees. Who else came on? I'm forgetting someone. Oh yeah, Hill came on as well. But I'm not going to give him a rating because he wasn't long enough. But those are my player ratings, just quickly. Yeah, I've had enough. I've had enough to talk about this game. Like, I was pissed off and now I'm even more pissed off. I'm fuming. And I don't even know, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I just want to forget about this game and move on. So let me know down below what your player ratings are and what you thought of the game. And also, just quickly before we end this, anybody who is questioning Ange and questioning him being the right manager needs a reality check, because the fact is his tactics were not the problem. His tactics were not the reason we lost last night. The problem, why we lost last night was for defensive mistakes, and the reason why we didn't score more goals is because we can't finish. That's not nothing on Ange. It's not Ange's fault if those players on the pitch can't put the ball in the back of the net, because we're creating chances. The way we're playing is right, and we're playing good football, and we're creating, and so that's not on Ange. His Ange tactics were right last night. Let's be honest here. That first half, if we scored more goals, we would have won. So anyone who's questioning Ange saying, oh, you know, this, I don't want anyone questioning Ange, okay? I don't want to see it. I'm fed up. I don't want to see it, okay? Because we know, obviously, we need results. We know that. It's getting to a point now where it's like 5 games without a win. Frustrating. But with 15 games into a new season with a new manager, who for like, let's say for the first 10 games was showing a lot and showing a lot of quality of the players that we have, and the way he changed the culture, the way he's changed the way we play, the way all the players are buying into it, the way we have an identity back. Like, regardless of the results are, we do have an identity, and I feel like that is probably one of the most important things, other than obviously the results are important, but the fact that we have an identity, the fact that we can see what Ange and players are trying to do, I feel like is more than enough for us to be like back Ange and understand, yes, we're in a difficult moment, yes, we're not getting results, yes, like, but the football is the football, and the football is footballing. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm frustrated and I'm annoyed and I'm pissed that we lost again, But that's not anything to do like with Ange and like the way his tactics and the way we're playing football. That has nothing to do with it. The problem is the defensive errors, and we're not ruthless enough. We're not killing games. We're not going for that second goal. We're not on the front foot, but we just need to create better chances. We need to create chances. We need to make sure that the final ball is right, and like everything, and that's it. That's nothing to do with Ange. Ange is not to blame for the players not being able to score. Okay. See you guys tomorrow. Night.